Hey guys, sorry I can't be there with you today. I just wanted to give you a quick update on your project. I know benchmark 1 is due today. One thing that I wanted to show you is I know a lot of you are looking at different slogans and what to do for your project. I pointed this out for some of the students. I just want to make sure that we've all got it. So when you create your if-then statement, a lot of these slogans, we're not going to write them just like they are. So a lot of times, so I'm going to look at one of these slogans right now. So let's look at Meow Mix here, number 5. I'm going to look at that one right here and just a slogan here. So one of the things I noticed that people are doing, and this would not be a very good if-then statement here, is people are looking at Meow Mix or whatever it is they're looking at, and they're just trying to construct an if-then statement just by looking at it. So like, if it tastes so good, then cats ask for it by name. Like that would not be a good if-then statement. You're just inserting if and then in there. What we want to talk about in this project is what is the product that they're trying to sell us? Like, what is it that I'm trying to get from it? The idea is that the marketing people here have tried to convey something to you, and basically we're talking about what the meaning is. So while this is the actual slogan, what they mean is something different, and that's really what we're going to talk about. Okay, so we're going to examine Meow Mix tastes so good, cats ask for it by name. So one of the things I've noticed that if people were turning this into an if-then statement, they might make something like, if it tastes so good, then cats ask for it by name, which is interesting because that is an if-then statement, but it really doesn't talk about the product. So one of the things that we want to do is kind of incorporate that slogan, but we also want to incorporate the actual product on there. So one of the things is that we need to kind of note here is that whatever yours is, I don't want you to do Meow Mix. I just want you to think about this, that whatever you're doing should kind of incorporate what the product is. So we might say, if it's Meow Mix, then it tastes so good that cats will ask for it by name. So if you notice there, what I did was I took the if it's Meow Mix. That's what they want us to understand, is that the marketing people here want us to understand that if you are feeding your cat Meow Mix, then it'll be so good that cats will ask for it by name. So you can't really leave that part out. If I look at the M&M one there, it says M&M melts in your mouth, not in your hand. So I don't want to turn, like a really bad if-then statement would be, if it melts in your mouth, then it's not in your hands. Well, that's just obvious. If something melts in your mouth, then it's not in your hands. But that doesn't talk about the products. So one of the things then is, like, you might change that to say is like, we got to incorporate that M&Ms in there. So if you are eating M&Ms, then they will melt in your mouth, not in your hands. So like the idea is there that you should be eating M&Ms, and it conveys the idea that they're going to melt in your mouth, not in your hands. They won't be sitting around in your hands. You'll like them so much that they would go in your mouth. So the idea is that, like even the first one here, the Dollar Shave Club, now we're going to change these to say save time, because they wrote shave, but that's because it's about shaving. So that what they mean is saving time. I'm not going to say if you save time, then you save money. That has nothing to do with the Dollar Shave Club. So I might say, if you purchase from the Shave Club, then you will save time and save money. So what I've done is I've taken their slogan, their original slogan of shave time, shave money, and I've made it about their product. That's what they want me to get from it. So hopefully that helps, because I noticed a lot of you had some kind of iffy, no pun intended, some iffy if-then statements that need a little bit correction. So some of you, we've already talked and we've had some corrections, but I want you to talk to your group about this and see, did what I wrote for the if-then statement, does it actually convey what the marketing people are trying to say to me? Because if you just make a generic if-then statement, it doesn't always make sense. That's what we need to look at. So take a look at those, run it by your group. That's why they're there, because that's part of their grade too. So if everyone's signing off on it and you're submitting it, then understood that all of you group members just agreed that this was a good one. So you can't just point a finger at somebody else who, well, that was theirs. You all should be looking at this and say, yeah, that makes sense. That's what they're trying to tell us, that if I do this, or if I buy this, or if I pay for the service, or if I'm a customer of these people, then this will happen. So that's what we're looking at there. So hopefully that helped. I just wanted to give you a quick little note to help you out.